Hey everybody, Dr. Nick here with a new PSA for you for January the 9th, 2023. And I have to say, Happy National Sex Day. If you didn't know, June 9th is National Sex Day in America. And of course, 6'9" or 69. But still, I hope you have some good sex today. So in this PSA, I want to talk to you about an article that I happened to stumble across almost immediately after watching a documentary on Amazon Prime called Shiny Happy People. And if you haven't watched it, I suggest you watch it because it's all about the Duggars, what's that, 19 kids and counting. And it's about the movement that was behind them, or to be more specific, the organization that was behind them and what they promote. And it's its whole thing about the whole Joshua generation. And if you don't know what that is, I would suggest you take a moment and Google it and see what it's about. Because that guy, Madison Cawthorn, who made it in Congress, he was a part of the Joshua generation. And I said he was a part of, past tense, the Joshua generation. So this article comes from The Guardian from May 2023. It's about trad wives, TRAD, or better yet, it's for those women who want to subscribe to a more feminine and traditional female role within the household, including being physically punished or quote unquote disciplined by their husbands. So let's talk about that today. The last sentence of the first paragraph of the article says, what is it? It's a toxic combination of anti-feminism, white supremacy, normalized abuse, and a desire to return to an imagined past. So it seems that this movement started back around 2013, of course, on the internet, and therefore since then it has spread to other countries in Europe and in England. And so what do they really want? The main idea or goal behind this movement is just this mindset that the woman's role is to stay at home, serve her spouse sexually and domestically, while her partner goes to work to support her, and men should quote unquote discipline women. So just to try to add some color to this picture for you, one of the more popular trad wives online influencers said that feminism failed to make her happy. And she also says that feminism taught women to, quote, work 9 to 5 and drink wine every night until their ovaries dried up, unquote. So that's fair enough. You can have your beliefs and everything else. But of course, there seems to be a darker side to this trad wives movement. So I'm going to jump into that right now. Yeah, boy. So here we go. So one of the more popular online influencers in this trad wife ideal, she summed up being a good trad wife as being knowledgeable about her European roots and who loves her family, race, and culture. And one of the more popular influencers put something out there called the White Baby Challenge. After she declared, as a mother of 6, I challenge families to have as many white babies as I have contributed. And it seems that the motive or rationale behind this White Baby Challenge is something called the Great Replacement Theory, which is, quote, a baseless conspiracy theory that believes white people are being replaced by migrant people from the global south while feminists repress the white birth rate by abortion rights. And to bring this picture home for you, the slogan is make white babies great again. So, to close out this quick PSA, just let me say this. Once again, fear is a great motivator. And also, people do not like change. Don't believe me? Think back to New Coke. People wanted the old Coke. People had a fit when they changed Coke. So, changing the demographics of a country must be terrifying. So, they're going to do everything they can in their minds to keep and maintain the status quo the way it is. Secondly, these ideas are nothing new. Don't believe me? Look up someone named Phyllis Schlafly and the Eagle Forum. She was popular in the late 70s and the 80s, early 80s, saying the same thing. And she got caught up in the whole Reagan movement, saying the exact same thing, that women should be staying home and baking pies. But if you think about it, she wasn't at home baking pies or anything like that. She was always on television, always giving interviews, always traveling around the country. So what was she doing? She wasn't home. She wasn't taking care of her kids. She damn sure wasn't baking pies. So maybe she brought her kids on tour with her, like she was in Motley Crue or Metallica or something like that, and raised them on the road. Whatever. So yeah, check out the Eagle Forum. I believe it's still around. And finally, people want to go back to this ideal, this image of the 1950s. And for not too many people on this country, regardless of your color, the 50s weren't that great for anybody. Don't believe me? There's a book out there that came out in the 90s called The Way We Never Were, which is a play on word from that old song. But read that book, and it lays out how the 50s actually were for people in this country. So, if you're into this movement, that's fine. That's fine. Do your thing. Have as many kids as you have. Have 20 kids or 19 kids and get your own show on the quote-unquote learning channel. Whatever. So, on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon.